Hello, I've never done the Goth Tag. I thought I did, like a year ago, but I never did. So that's what we're gonna do today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Isaki. Welcome to my channel. I am your Lolita-wearing, gothic, attired, anime, also loving, crazy person. Okay, so that sums me up in pretty much 3 things. Yeah, I haven't done a Lolita video though in a long time. I need to do one, and I just haven't had the chance to get dressed up, and I feel like when I get dressed up is when I want to do a video. So, yeah, hopefully in the near future I'll be getting a few more pieces and stuff too as well. I've been eyeing a few pieces, but I'm digressing, so let's go ahead and get into the Goth Tag. Question number 1, how long have I been a goth? So, I would say I started embracing my gothic side about 6 years ago. But my love for all things dark and spooky and stuff started when I was in elementary school. And if you see my video, I wasn't allowed to be a goth, and I talk about that, like growing up and everything that associated with all that. So I'll link that video in the description box below and at the end here. So it wasn't an option for me to embrace that. I did try to start wearing more black, and I was told, nope, you can't wear any black whatsoever now. And so that was really hard. And it wasn't until I kind of started to move out and do my own thing and have my own say that I started to, being me. So, yep. How were you introduced into goth? That's kind of hard to answer because I've always loved the dark and spooky things and characters, and I remember going to the bookstore as a little kid and reading books on ghost stories and spooky things and things I wasn't allowed to read, but that's what I wanted to read. That's what I was interested in. And like going to the Renaissance Fair, and I love that. And so I think it just kind of was naturally there, and I didn't know anything about the fashion or the subculture. And I had a best friend in middle school who was a goth girl, and she mainly just wore all black, like band shirts and pants, and her name was Tracy, and she was really cool. And then there was another goth girl who was unfortunately an asshole racist, and she kind of personified like the bad things of the gothic culture. But yeah. Okay, someone threw the trash away in the dumpster, and that was very loud. So yeah, Tracy kind of introduced me to things, and I remember one time, and I think I said this in another video too, is because I didn't know about the fashion, or that there was a culture revolving around the different things I like. But she was like, aren't you upset that you can't wear black nail polish? And I said, but why would I want to wear that? I'm just like, stupid Isaki, stupid little Isaki. Why? Because like, it never clicked that there was a thing for that. And even with her, like, she's the only person I knew that dressed in all black and everything. And we mainly just talked about anime, and she introduced me to a couple bands and stuff, but I was so sheltered from things as well that it was kind of a culture shock to see and hear certain things. Like, she burned me a copy of Linkin Park, and it's not a goth band, but I really was like, holy crap, this is really cool, because I was not allowed to listen to secular music or anything at all. And then in 8th grade, my friend got me a copy of Evanescence, and it was just little by little, so many people influenced me and introduced me to things, and I started to look into it more, and I learned what gothic was compared to, I just knew what like gothic style, not fashion, but like architecture, and like the monks. Like originally they were a group of monks, the goths were a group of monks, so I knew about that. But I didn't know about what it was in the late 80s and early 90s and all that jazz. So yeah, that's sorry, it's kind of a lengthy question or answer there. Alright, number 3. What gothic subgenre would you put yourself in? A lot of different ones. So I'm not going to say one in particular. I mean, I do love Gothic Lolita. I really like 90s style goth. I don't like horror goth. I think is really cool. I don't really have a whole lot of stuff there. The romantic and Victorian style is really has an influence on me. But then there's days where I just want to wear a black t-shirt and leggings and stuff, and so I kind of jump around from different subgenres a lot, and I want to expand more. Like, I really love tribal goth, and I really love trad goth, and like I love pretty much all of them, and I want to do them all. Is just the fact that I don't have a wardrobe that would let me do them all. So I'm a little bit of all of it. And then sometimes I'll have like some punk influences, and sometimes I'll have more of like, I don't want to say emo or scene look, but I guess like toned down or something. I was never emo, I was never scene, but I still really do love that. Like any kind of alternative fashion that has a more darker aspect, I really love. And on the flip side, I used to be a decoro, which kind of was like a candy kid, if you know what that is. So anything bright and colorful I love as well. And I used to do, but I don't feel comfortable doing that anymore. Although I think it would be fun to kind of branch off and do that every once in a while, but I don't have any of that stuff like I used to. So, yeah. Again, sorry about the answers, but hey, you're getting to know me. Alright, number 4. What do you believe to be the basis of the Gothic subculture? This can mean something different for everyone. And I'm going to do some videos in the near future about coming out to your parents or something about being goth, for those of you who need to explain to them what it is and what it isn't. And then, like, if you guys have any questions, I know that I've had like a Q&A about asking goth, but do you have any questions in general about like more serious topics or something, you're more than welcome to ask me and I will answer them. But this is a huge question and is debatable between person to person. So for me, I believe that to want to call yourself a goth, you have to have an appreciation for the darker things in life. Other people would say that you have to enjoy goth music, which I do love, and my favorite gothic band's probably going to be Sisters of Mercy. I really do like them a lot. Their style is really freaking cool. And I don't think, like, if you don't necessarily like goth music, give it a try. Like a lot of people will say out there, give it a try, because the fashion kind of stemmed because of the music. But I think really all in all, like, we've had gothic icons such as Lily Munster or you know, the Addams Family before gothic music was around. So to me, the basis of it is just to have an appreciation for the darker things in life, the darker aspects, to embrace the fact that darkness has a sense of beauty all in its own. So yeah, that's to me what being gothic is. You don't necessarily always have to wear black, although if you do appreciate the darker things in life, you probably will wear darker colors and stuff as well, and surround yourself in a more spooky environment. So yeah, but you take it however you want. It is open to interpretation, and I think that goth culture has, like, it's in the Pirates Code. They're more like guidelines than rules. Because if we follow ourselves in a little box and we stick to certain rules, then we really are kind of like everyone else. And I don't ever want to be the cookie cutter kind of thing. And that's something I've always personally tried to branch away from, is I don't want to be like everyone else. I always want to have individuality and personality and have my own perspective on things. And yeah, so that's it. What do you dislike about being goth? The stereotypes. That's pretty much it. The stereotypes and those people who are gothier than thou. I'm sorry, but that's just assholes. In general, you know, there's going to be an asshole in every type of clique out there, whatever. But the stereotypes are annoying. I haven't really had to deal with too many of them. I think if I was able to be like this in high school or middle school, there would have been a lot more. But I haven't really had anyone hound me too much, besides like family members and stuff, because I surround myself with alternative and open-minded people. So, always surround yourself by people who make you happy and not people who bring you down. Yep. What do your parents think of it? I'll just say my family in general doesn't really care for it too much. I think the one person who would have embraced it more and appreciated it is no longer around. My grandma tolerates it. I don't think she quite fully understands the certain things that I like or why I like it. And my mother does not. She appreciates the pretty dark things like gothic Lolita, as long as it doesn't involve crosses or skulls. She doesn't understand certain things. She tries to say that I glorify death, or that it has, you know, links to devil worship and blah 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 blah. So I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not fortunately like some people who live in a different part of the country or even a different part of the world where I would be like the outcast. So, yeah. Eyebrows or no eyebrows? I like my eyebrows. I'm going to be keeping my eyebrows. I'm too afraid to go whip and draw them on because I know it would take me frickin' forever to draw them on. It's extremely hard for even me to try and get my eyeliner right, or even like when I line my lips, it's really freaking hard. So I know drawing on my eyebrows would be a bitch, plus I have an oily complexion, so my makeup would get smudged and just yucky, and when I wake up in the morning I would look like a goofy little potato, and I don't want to do that. Even though I really like the look of drawn on eyebrows, I can't do it for myself, I'm sorry. What is your favorite band? Favorite goth band, like I said, would be Sisters of Mercy. Favorite band in general is Evanescence, which I've talked about many, many times. I love, love, love Evanescence. And yeah, I love Amy Lee. Unconditionally. I love her so much. And then my favorite musician, though, in general, is Gact. Oh my god, I love him. And he's really cool. He has like a really neat dark side as well. Like, oh my god, he's... Yeah, okay. Opinion on Marilyn Manson. I feel like I've answered this question. Maybe I've just answered this question like in my mind or something. Marilyn Manson's pretty cool. I appreciate his music. I like him. I like his music, and growing up, I was given the stereotype that he was evil and, you know, creepy and, you know, satanic and blah 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 blah. And when I actually started listening to his music, I was like, holy shit, he makes a lot of really good points about just so much shit in the world that happens. And it's like, I've loved his music before I even knew who he was. So like his covers of things and stuff that they would play in the stores, like, yeah, I would hear Marilyn Manson on like stores like years ago, and I really liked it. And I had no idea who he was though, no idea. So yeah, Marilyn Manson's cool in my book. What were your baby bat days like? Like I said, unfortunately I was not allowed to be like this when I was younger, so I don't really have any baby bat days photos or anything like that. So yeah. Alright, that's kind of it. Alright, so this video is probably a lot longer than what I thought. Hopefully you appreciated my answers, and if you agree with them or disagree with them, whatever, that's fine. Comment below what you think, or if you guys want to do the tag. Jocelyn, I don't think you've done the tag, so I'm going to tag you to do this video as well, aka Lady Meline. Definitely go check her out because she is so cute and spooky, and I love her. She's my fellow bestie YouTuber friend. Okay, so, yeah, may the force be with you as always. Have a lovely day. Subscribe because I'm freaking awesome, and porcupines are cute. Yes, they are. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye!